doesn't have that, so...
Yeah, if they had wireless, I could have looked at porn last night, but I could not.
It's called, saving it and bringing it to the con, but making sure you don't have roommates when you look at it. Because if you do, then, you're kind of... I was looking for the remote, and they came off. It was hot in here. It's like 65 degrees in this room. It's sweltering. Don't judge me. Now, because there's a lot of sites out there you can find stuff. There's a lot of great artists that will find it. Hello. Hello. Jolly good show.
Hello.
I think they want you to shut the door, dearie.
I remember how there's a Mako Mimi change.
What? Mako Mimi change. Need to explain that, my friend, please.
Yes, it's a image board like really dedicated to cat girls. Although it doesn't update very often.
Well, that's because, they want us to find more pictures and such of things like that that will actually fill on the board.
No, that's because of that, huh?
It depends on the person. I mean, right now, there's a lot of people that will go out there and they're looking for more. As the hentai person said earlier, last night, the weirdest, it's getting more hardcore than anything else. I mean, I can remember going onto an image board and looking at, oh, we've got a cat girl that's topless. We've got a cat girl with nothing on and she's posing. We've got a cat girl getting two guys going at one time. That's awesome. Now it's like, what the hell's coming out of it? Holy shit, that's Cthulhu. No, that's Dr. Zoidberg.
Oh my God.
And that's when you gotta burn the computer. I'm sorry. No, but there's other image boards that are out there. Oh goodness. Furnation that's out there. That, even though, of course, you're going to find some stuff that will actually make your nose hairs just burn, it's still there.
Really?
It's you got to find it. Fur Affinity is another one. But again, you're going to find, if you're going to find it, you're going to find some stuff that is going to make your nose hairs just burn.
Yeah, that's the furry DeviantArt.
Yes.
Oh.
But you're also going to find some really good cat girl stuff there.
Yes.
At DeviantArt?
DeviantArt. It depends on what's going on that day and who's watching it, because you might have some people that are like, that's awesome, that's great artwork. And then you might have another person who says, that's porn! And it is, but it's also artwork.
So then what site were you just saying is a good site?
For Affinity. It's, I put up stuff there. Stuff that honestly I've never thought that I'd ever put up anything like that before, and I've kind of told myself I never would. But when you meet people in life that you're like, wow, you're the one most wonderful woman I've ever met. You want what as a Christmas gift? Sure, I'll draw that. In what pose? Sure, that sounds good. I'll do that. I don't think I can. Oh, you'll send me what in return? I'm drawing it right now. And that's the way things go. Relationships are compromises. Ethics, morality, pure shame and pride just kind of go out the window. Same thing with hosting panels. Same thing. If you have any shame or self-dignity, that kind of goes out the window when you do these things too. Especially if you're hoping and praying that someone would go and, oh, I remember this. What about this right here? And it was kind of cool. And yeah. But other than that, there's other ones that are out there that you'll find just by going into Google, turning off that frickin' filter. And just looking for things, not fanfics, but those wonderful little things where you think that a person should never ever be allowed to touch a pencil. Things like where you get to watch Meryl from Escaflowne. Get it from every person in Final Fantasy. And when I mean every person, I don't mean every person from like Final Fantasy 1 or 2 or 3. I mean every person. And that's just sick. Because I don't know about you, but Eris doesn't have that big of a dick. At least I've never seen it that way. Anyways.
That's 2 panels over.
I know that. That is way too many ideas, too many thoughts, too many things that people are going to start thinking about and like freaking cursing my name.
I'm ready to eat my hand.
Okay. But anyways, does anybody have any thoughts on the whole genre of that? I mean, some people are saying it's not popular enough. Other people say, some people laugh at that.
Well, actually, what I meant is that the site wasn't popular.
Which site?
Neko Mimi Chain.
Well, yeah.
And I was thinking that barely anyone knew about this site, so barely anyone was going there to post.
Well, yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like, you know, 4chan I can understand because you got a bunch of other stuff on there. You know, you can go in there and say, I'm just going to post stuff for wallpapers. H. Okay. What are you doing? I'm posting wallpaper stuff. There's no way I'm posting anything like that naked cat girl there. Really? I didn't say anything about that. Well, sunsets is all I'm posting.
I didn't mean to click on the jury board. No.
Yeah, I didn't mean to click on that at all. It just sort of happened.
It's right next to the video.
It must be a virus in the computer that's putting that on my desktop. Anyways.
It's right next to the video several times.
Yeah. But anybody have some favorite sites they go to?
Yes.
Okay, you have said yes.
Yes. Danboru?
Denmu?
Danboru.
That's actually a good word.
That is?
Yes, it's an image, basically a gigantic site of images. You use tags to search for things. If you know the right tags, you can, let's see, you will have many, many good nights.
I like the way you say that. If you find it, you will have many, many good nights.
So what did he say it was called again? Code again?
Write it down. Write it down. I probably have it. It's probably one of those one links that I never really...
All right, I'll just write the whole...
Yeah, write the whole thing, and there would probably... Anybody need scratch paper? Because I don't have any. You have fantastic handwriting.
Really?
And it's a U.S. one?
Yes. And
Holy crap!
basically, people, and it's a user uploaded, updated site. You know, if you have pictures, you know, post them. A lot of them come from another one of my favorite sites.
Do it.
If you're curious, you can also get the English version of the Hellenic Girls on that site.
Really?
Yes.
What?
As he was talking about the Hellenic Girls, that's where you can find the English version of it.
Well, now that I know they're just
You want
freaking
pictures?
stores.
You want pictures from Japan? Learn this site, Pixiv.
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 Yes. It's kind of the Japanese DeviantArt, but it's Japanese, so.
It's going to have a lot of stuff that we can't have on there because, of course, there's
Absolutely. But it also has lots of cat girls. You just kind of got to know a little Japanese to find them.
I know the Japanese people will like it that if we're actually learning their language just so we
Yes.
know it's porn.
Oh. Done. It's done.
Yeah, I've also considered learning Japanese to play a porn game in HDMI, to be precise.
You do know they have translated versions of most.
I'm talking about ones where...
Yeah, but you got to be but you got to be a purist in some of that stuff, my friend. You need to go ahead and learn the language so you can go ahead and find out what that moan actually means.
Or
Or you can kind of just...
Or there's this one H game I was going to play where it was like mixing an H game and an RPG strategy role-playing game like this guy. It sounded really cool, except it wasn't translated.
There's several of those, actually. It's like, it's a game, but it's also porn, kind of thing. Did you ever
Yeah, but there's a lot of those out there, and
Yeah.
it's those things. I don't know. Those things are kind of weird, just because some of them are the simulations, which I hate, just because it's like you got to do this on this day with this amount of energy. Why? Why does it count for energy? Why is it every time I click on this one thing, it takes 10 points of energy away? Can't I like ride a bike to this place? I mean, why? Why is it like that? Why is it that I even have to go into this place in the first place? Why do I even have to get this energy or job to actually go ahead and do this? Why do I have this timeline? Can't I just show up after work? No. Why? Because we have to make a game about it.